Hey Falcons Brotherhood, our 2025 NFL draft pick is a game changer that's got me buzzing, and there's a juicy quarterback saga brewing that'll have you glued to every word. Picture this, a new defensive star ready to wreak havoc, paired with a high-stakes drama that could reshape our roster and our future. I'm diving deep into Atlanta's bold draft move at number 15, breaking down why it's a masterstroke, and then, oh boy, there's a wild twist in our QB room that's got the NFL buzzing. You won't believe where this is headed. Drop into the comments later, and let's unravel this roller coaster together. Trust me, you're not ready for what's coming. But first, if you're a true Atlanta Falcons fan, don't wait! Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Only 1% of viewers actually subscribe. Let's change that. A small action that makes a huge difference. Jalen Walker, the defensive dynamo at 15. Let's kick it off with the draft. Green Bay's draft stage was electric, and when Roger Goodell called Atlanta's name at 15, we landed Georgia's Jalen Walker, a linebacker-edge hybrid who's about to set the NFC South on fire. This dude's a Swiss Army knife, 6.5 sacks, 61 tackles, and 2 passes defended last season for the Bulldogs. Defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich is already scheming, saying Walker starts as an edge rusher but will slide inside on third downs to mess with QBs. Think Deion Jones' instincts meets Brian Burns' burst, versatile, athletic, and hungry. Why is this a home run? Our front seven's been begging for help. Last year, we ranked 24th in sacks, coughing up 30-plus points in half our losses. Walker's a 3-down playmaker who can chase RBs, blitz, or drop into coverage. Sports Illustrated pegs him as a top 10 impact rookie, and I'm buying it. Picture him opposite Arnold Ebiketie, collapsing pockets while Penix airs it out. His Georgia roots? Pure icing. Mercedes-Benz Stadium's gonna roar when he stuffs Bryce Young on a 3rd and short. But here's the kicker. We're banking on Walker to spark a defense that's gotta carry us while our offense sorts out a messy QB puzzle. Speaking of which, brace yourselves. Connecting the dots, Walker's fire meets QB uncertainty. Here's the magic. Walker and the Cousins saga are 2 sides of the same coin. Atlanta's all in on a new era, but it's a high-wire act. Walker's the defensive cornerstone we need to mask our offensive growing pains. Imagine this. It's week 1, Tampa's driving, and Walker sacks Baker Mayfield on 3rd down, forcing a punt. Penix takes over. But if he stumbles, say, a rookie pick, our defense, led by Walker's havoc, keeps us in it. Without Cousins starting, that pressure's on Penix to deliver, and Walker's got to be the rock that buys him time to grow. But if we can't trade Kirk and he's pacing the sidelines, are we wasting a vet who could steady the ship? It's a gamble that's got my heart racing and my head spinning. Julio Jones' retirement last week ties this together. His explosive legacy screams big swings, like trading 5 picks to draft him in 11. Walker's our draft swing, a nod to that boldness. Cousins, like Julio in his prime, is a star we can't just let fade, trade him for value, or keep him as insurance. The Falcons front office is walking a tightrope, and every fan's got a stake in this drama. Will Walker be our next Deion Jones, flipping games? Will Penix soar, or do we need Cousins to save the day? The curiosity's killing me. What's the move? The scandal that rocked draft weekend. Now, here's where it gets wild. Falcons fans, brace yourselves. While we were popping champagne for Walker, a draft day prank gone wrong slapped us with a $250,000 fine and a $100,000 hit to Jeff Ulbrich's wallet. What the hell happened? Picture this. A viral video blows up, showing a rookie QB getting pranked with a fake call from a GM claiming he's about to be drafted. Turns out, Ulbrich's son, Jax, was behind it, leaking the kid's phone number and sparking a league investigation. The NFL didn't play around. Fines dropped faster than a Matt Ryan spiral. This wasn't just any prank. It targeted a high-profile quarterback who slid to the 5th round, a guy with Hall of Fame blood and a chip on his shoulder. The call, posing as the Saints GM, was meant as a joke, but it exposed personal info and embarrassed the league. Atlanta's statement was all business. We cooperated fully, accepted discipline, and handled it internally. Jax apologized on Instagram, and Ulbrich's job safe, for now. But let's be real, this stings. That $350,000 could have funded scout trips or a UDFA signing. Worse, it's a black eye on a franchise that's already taken too many punches. No compensatory picks, a draft deficit looms. Oh, and don't miss this gut punch. Over the Cap says we're getting 0 compensatory picks in 2026 again. Drew Dalman's exit didn't trigger one, canceled out by signing Divine Deablo. We're already down a first and fifth rounder from trades for James Pierce Jr. and Xavier Watts, guys GM Terry Fontenot sees as future stars. No extra picks hurts, especially with Cousins' trade talk stalling. It's another layer of pressure. We've got to nail free agency and hit on Walker, Pierce, and Watts to offset the deficit. Fontenot's aggressive style, go get your guy, means we're betting big, but man, it's a thin margin for error. Sound familiar? It's that Falcons grit, swinging for the fences like Julio's 300-yard game against Carolina in 16. The Kirk Cousins conundrum, trade or backup? Now, let's get to the storm that's got every Falcons fan whispering, what's the deal with Kirk Cousins? The 2025 draft came and went, and despite all the trade buzz, Cousins is still in Atlanta, rocking a $180 million contract and a no-trade clause. Adam Schefter dropped a bomb on his podcast. The Falcons want teams to eat a chunk of Cousins' deal, think $20 million, to make a trade happen. Teams are balking, and Ian Rappaport on Pat McAfee's show says the market's drying up fast. The Vikings grabbed Sam Howell, the Browns drafted Shadur Sanders, and unless Aaron Rodgers skips Pittsburgh, the Steelers might be Cousins' only shot. Otherwise, he's Penix's backup. Yeah, you heard that right, $45 million a year to hold a clipboard. Let's rewind. Cousins' 2024 was rough, 14 starts, a league-high 16 picks, and a benching for Penix, who lit it up in 3 games with 750 yards and 6 TDs. Bleacher Report says the Falcons bet big on Penix as QB1, but trading Cousins is a nightmare with so few QB-needy teams left. Schefter's sources confirm Atlanta's asking for serious cash, and Rappaport's gut says Cousins stays put, family in Atlanta, that no-trade clause, and no clear starting gig elsewhere. But here's where it gets emotional. Are we really cool with a 36-year-old legend riding pine while Penix, with 3 starts, carries our playoff hopes? It's bold, it's risky, and it's got me torn between faith in the kid and loyalty to Kirk. The emotional stakes, Falcons at a turning point. Your call, what's Atlanta's next move? So, Falcons Nation, what's it gonna be? Is Jalen Walker the defensive savior we need? Should we trade Cousins at any cost, or keep him as Penix's safety net? How do we survive the 26th draft with no extra picks? Drop your takes in the comments. I'm begging for your hot takes. Julio taught us to dream big. Now it's our turn to keep the fire alive. Smash that like, share this with your crew, and let's debate. 2025's a new chapter, and Atlanta's ready to roar. Go Falcons!